this community called Landmarke, and it is a hidden gem. This builder, Mattamy Homes, they just opened a new community that's like 20 minutes south, which is that direction behind the camera here. And the prices on those homes are the same as these. Look, you could save a 20-minute commute, get a much nicer house, much nicer location, if you just knew that this even existed. Okay, so let's give you the specs on this house. It is $585,000. It is 2,800 square foot, and it is a 4-bed, 3.5 bath with a retreat, what they call it. They call it a retreat. So we're gonna see that together, but this must be it. Okay, so we accidentally found the retreat as soon as we walked through the door because this space does not have a closet. So because it doesn't have a closet, we know that this is not a bedroom, okay? And it's connecting to 2 bedrooms. So let's go and see what we got on this side. Okay, just a standard bedroom. Not too big. I don't think it's a 10 by 10. I think maybe it's a little larger than a 10 by 10, but I'm okay with this. I'll take a smaller room if I have a ginormous space to put all the fun, cool stuff for the kiddos, okay? Or the adult parent or whoever, or the roommate, whatever you got going on, all right? But let's look across the way here. I'm wondering if this space is bigger. This room is slightly larger, okay? So if someone wanted the larger room, this is the larger of these two, but not by much. I'm thinking we're only talking a foot or so. And then they share this bathroom, okay? Which, let's say you got double sink, you got your toilet, you have a linen closet, nice and deep, a lot of shelving there, and then you have the tub shower combo. So just walking in, seeing the 2 bedrooms and the retreat, hey, I'm happy with this. Another thing I'm happy about, okay, so when you come right through the front door, I like that this is extended a little bit. Some homes, you know, the opening to the bedrooms is like right there, and then this is the front door, right? And that just like grinds my gears. I hate that feeling, all right? So you should be able to come in the home and actually have to step foot in. Now we'll come down this hallway. We're gonna go to the right, and we got some more goodies. Okay, so we get a half bath on this. Let's get some light on in there so we can see. Half bath, looks like a pretty good size half bath. And then we have this key drop area, and underneath, Mattamy is real good at putting those hooks down there so you can have a place to put bags and things like that. This is gonna be laundry. Laundry room seems to be an average size for this area. This might be a big upgrade for some, but I think this is a good size laundry nonetheless. This room is massive. It has a much bigger presence about it, and it has its own ensuite. So we get a single sink, toilet, and then tub shower combo. So you have a full bath off of this particular bedroom. And just in case you're wondering, this is the garage. In the beginning, you saw a 3-car garage, and the beauty here is this. You have your 2-car and 1-car. They're all face the same direction, so you don't have to turn in to that 3rd-car garage. And it is pre-plumbed for a water softener, which you will need in Arizona. There's no doubt about it. And you do have a little bit of an upgrade on that garage door. Here's another benefit, okay? If you notice, this actually has a garage door opener on the small side as well as the larger one. A lot of builders will go through the process of putting a 3rd-car garage, but then they'll only give you 1 opener. So here you actually get 2. And this little device right here, this tells me that we have a tankless water heater. So it may be on the outside of the home. We'll see that later, okay? So let's get back in here. We're gonna head toward the kitchen. And let's just, all right, wood is back. I've been telling people wood is back, and there's your color. I think the color looks phenomenal, but I am curious of what you think. Can you do this color, and how would you pair it? I've seen it done so many ways. Every time I see a new one, I'm just surprised. All right, we're gonna get a 36-inch cooktop, and that is by Whirlpool. And then you will also have your range hood. These cabinets are 42 inches. That feels solid right there, but it's hollow in the middle. Are we soft close? Yes, soft close on that. We have quartz countertops here, okay? You're gonna have to do your own backsplash, no problem there. But let's check the drawers. Did we get good drawers or not? Okay, yep, we got that dovetail going on. No handles, so you have to get your own handles. But, you know, nothing to be upset about. Huge island, okay? And we have the single bowl. What do you prefer? Do you prefer a single bowl or a double when it comes to the kitchen sink, okay? They automatically gave you the upgraded trash can slider, so you have trash and recycle right there. Let's see what's in the drawer up top. That would have been cool if that was a cutting board with the hole in it, so you can just put all your veggies and stuff right in. That would have been too cool. I didn't think they were gonna give you all of that. Okay, so get your dishwasher. You get your microwave and stove, and this is one of those fancy ones that opens like that. Okay, and then all the stuff is on the inside. And then you have an enormous pantry. Let's get some light on. So plenty of space in the pantry, plenty of space, okay? This one doesn't have a refrigerator, but that's something that's easy to get, so no big deal there. And then you have the extra cabinets over here to maximize the use of the space. Okay, now turning around, this little spot right here would be your dining, okay? And you'll have a single slide slider on this. I'm actually surprised to see that. I expected a center slide or at least a larger one. And then this is the living room, okay? Sorry, I got a little confused because there's a light. I want you to look above here. There's a light right there, and that made me start thinking a dining room or some kind of nook. But we know that this is the living room because we have the plug on the wall, and this is where your cords go to drop down to hang your TV, all right? Hey, for $585, I love this space right here. It's so big. All right, let's go look at the master. Let's get over here to the master. So in the master, how we doing on size? Oh, much bigger than I thought. Let me back up here. Okay, so it is longer versus being wider. You have nice 3 windows to the back side there. And then when you turn around, okay, you have a huge wing for your master bath. You got like a bunch of closets. So let's see what we got. First, let's get some light on. Can we get some light on in here? There we go. So first thought, I think we have his and hers closets. So this is one closet, okay? Let's turn you around. All right, let's see what's across the way. Yes, we have his and hers closet. So this one comes with his and hers closets. That is a great little surprise. I did not expect to see that at all. I feel like all houses should come like this. Fellas, we have stuff too, okay? Nothing fancy here, just the thinking room. And then you will get your linen closet inside. Standard walk-in shower, not too big, not too small. Huge space for your dual sinks and a lot of cabinet space. And then you have just this extra room back here, which I'm not sure what you would use it for. I'm sure you guys have some ideas. Just do me a favor and drop it in the comment section for people who may not have an idea what to do with this home. All right, let's look at this backyard before we get out of here, because I see a 2-story in the backyard. And I know for a lot of people, this is a deal breaker. So if this is a deal breaker, tell me why, okay? First thing I do like about the space, I like how big the patio is. This is a double patio. So I'm seeing a TV on the wall, sitting area here. You got plenty of space for a pool. Now, you're not gonna have, this is a wide lot, by the way. You have plenty of space for a pool. And then on this side, you have water, your HVAC and all of that, which means your gate is on the opposite side. Now, as far as these 2 stories behind single stories, they're a little bit of a pet peeve for mine. And if you can see, there are 3 of these monstrosities back here. Okay, but nothing to worry about. Okay, you can actually grow any kind of tree you want. You can put a Hollywood hedge. Hollywood hedge can get as high as these windows, block every single window if you want. You know, it's up to you. Palm trees, red push pistache, whatever you want. You can do quite a bit here. This house is on the corner, and let me show you what's on the other side there. Just an interior street, okay? So if it were me, I don't think the 3 houses would bother me just on the fact that they're so far back. So if that doesn't bother you, that's good news, because this house is at $585, but I don't think that's what you should pay for this house. I think there's some money on the table that we can take advantage of. I know that there are several incentives on the rate. Some of these rates are as low as 3.99 to 4.25. Some builders make you go through the process of figuring out the money with the lender, and some just already prepay for that stuff, okay? But my last buyer purchased in this community, and we saved $55,000. So that tells me that there is room for negotiation. If this is something you want to take advantage of, give me a call, shoot me a text. I'll drop a buyer's guide down in the bottom. That buyer's guide will go over the area. It'll tell you about the schools. It'll tell you about the jobs, all the good stuff that you need to know to make an educated buying decision. I'll see you on the next one.